Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. My name is Joyce Hunkeren and this is Empathically Rising. If you're watching this video, you're either on my YouTube or on my TikTok. In either case, welcome. I want to first set the intention for this space. If you're coming into my digital space, please come in with kindness and compassion. Please be kind in your comments. And this content is for individuals who are seeking inspiration on their healing journey. I share what my journey has been coming out of narcissistic abuse, sharing my life, sharing my ups and my downs, to show that I'm human. It's not always about winning. It's really not about winning. It's just about living your best life. And sometimes your best life might be you just curled up in bed and just processing and going through your emotions, and being honest with yourself about how you feel and feeling what you feel and letting it go. And that's the process I'm at in my healing. I am a month. I left my abusive relationship October 22nd, 2023. I left after many years of the disrespect, the verbal abuse, the emotional abuse. Um, it was like going up a mountain and just being thrown off of it. One thing your abuser will do, they will push you to the point where you jump, right? And they'll tell everybody it's a suicide, right? They give you no other choice but you have to leave. And I was presented with that in my life. I was presented with a choice where I had no other choice but to choose myself. And I'm so glad I did because everything I learned after was soul splintering, but I'm here to let you know that healing is possible. And don't listen to individuals who tell you to be silent about how you're healing or tell you how you should heal or give you a timeline. Okay? Don't. Don't listen to those individuals because that will be an impediment to you being able to trust yourself. Um, when you get on your path to healing, it's going to be individualized. It's going to be you're going to formulate it and you're going to take a little bit from wherever you see fit. Whatever works for you, and stand 10 toes down in that. I stand 10 toes down in sharing my story. I stand 10 toes down on sharing on where I got my supports from and what was supportive and what is not supportive, what's helpful and not what's not helpful for me. And I'm 10 toes down in my truth. I'm 10 toes down in my intuition, and I'm 10 toes down in cultivating peace. So today I want to talk about, or I want to share, um, right now today I'm struggling with some conflicting emotions, which it startles me that I'm still feeling this way. It's been, like I said, I left October 22nd of 2023. I'm very specific with that date because my abuser often used that date to substantiate the reasons on why he moved on to a new supply so quick, which I'm he didn't move on. He was always there. There was always the new supply. There was always that person. That's one thing about a narcissist. When you're with a narcissist, there is infidelity. I was in big denial about that. And I want to talk about cognitive dissonance. I think that's what I'll talk about and share with you all. A lot of things that I'm learning to forgive myself for is not trusting and believing in myself. I had cognitive dissonance. So for throughout my marriage, there was evidence there, right? That this was not good for me. My body was telling me, right? My every morning I was wake up and I felt physically ill. The energy in my home was very dark. And when my partner would leave, actually I would sage wherever he was at. So rather than take myself out the poison, right? I made the poison palatable. And we have to be careful when making situations that we know that are not good for us palatable, making it or seasoning things that are not meant for us to taste. I stayed. So, another thing, I'm going all over the place, but I want to backtrack a little bit. When you meet your abuser, he's not an abuser. When you meet your abuser, they're the most charming person on earth. And I was absolutely charmed. So when you feel that the temperature is getting hot and the abuse is being ramped up, you begin to work harder to return it back to where it was in the beginning. And to do that, you become comfortable with the uncomfortable. You begin to tolerate things that are not that are not spiritually aligned with you, because you want to get back to a place, and that place you want to get back to was never real. It was an illusion. And we do that with many things in our lives. We have to have radical acceptance. You have to be in a position of radical acceptance. And the radical acceptance is painful, right? It's painful to accept some shit. It's painful to accept this shit's not real, right? It's like when you were a kid and you walking through a haunted house and you really are fucking scared. But excuse my language, right? But you have to realize that's not real. That's not real. You running from something that's not real. And relative to that, when you are mourning this love, you're mourning a ghost. It was never real. And the cognitive dissonance is getting your brain to remember that. When I first left, I still was in a disconnect. I'm still thinking this person's going to call out and reach out to me. And so what you do is you have a double mourning. You're mourning what never was. So I want to encourage you is A, stand in your truth. Be honest about who is a support and who is not a support. Call it out. Stand 10 toes down in your healing. Accept accept and forgive yourself for not trusting your intuition. Realize that what you're mourning, although what you feel is very real, your emotions are real. You was 10 toes down in that relationship. It was real to you, but it wasn't a real circumstance. It was an illusion. And that's another part of the pain. Sometimes I wake up and I be like, I can't believe that I wasn't loved back. Because I'm fire and I'm dope and I'm beautiful. And who wouldn't want me? Right? That's what my brain goes. And my brain also says that was nothing to do with me. If that wasn't real, the Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Excuse my Bluetooth, y'all. If that wasn't real, it has nothing to do with me because I was real. I was authentic. And I'm going to stay authentic. And I'm applying that to all of my relationships moving forward. I know who I am. I'm a beautiful, blessed, dynamic spirit, and I'm real. And because I'm like that, my soulmate is walking towards me now. My soulmate is walking towards me now. I am healing now. I am radically accepting the things I didn't accept before. I accept those things now. And in doing so, it contributes to my healing. Another thing I want to share with you, don't let nobody shame you with your radical truths. Don't let nobody say to you, oh, well, you was always this and you was always that. If you know that about yourself, accept it. Can't nobody tell me, oh, you always had mental illness. I know I have struggles with anxiety and clinical depression. You can't shame me with my radical truth. You cannot shame me. That is who I am. You can't shame me with authentically who I am. And too many of us are in denial of authentically who we are. And so therefore, we're able to be shamed by it. That's what your abuser did. Shame you with who you are. No, stand 10 toes down in who you are. Radically accept yourself. Because these toxic folks out here don't want us starseeds to accept ourselves. Because you're so damn beautiful. That's part of the plan for you to reject yourself. Because, see, they can't get themselves. They can't accept themselves. So they can't let you be comfortable with who you are. My affirmation is I radically accept myself, embrace myself. Because I'm all that. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. The girls that get it. The ones that don't. Not my problem. I want you to go forward. Have a blessed day. I see the God in you, and I hope you see the God in me. Please like, share, and subscribe. And share this with somebody you think this would benefit. I hope my story inspires you. And you watching is inspiring me to go forward and continue to do this work. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a great day.